Yes.
Bobby, Luke.
Hey, baby. Hello, Mr. Smith.
Hi. We didn't see you come in.
We were engrossed in conversation.
Would you like to move to a table?
A little while. I need to discuss something with you in private, Luke. I imagine you can tear yourself away for a little bit.
Sure, of course.
Oh, Daddy, do you have to discuss business tonight?
Yes,
Luke and I
Jennifer.
haven't seen each other all day.
Jennifer, I do, but I promise I won't try to be too long.
Jennifer, don't worry. I'll keep you company.
Yeah, there you go. We'll be right back as soon as we can.
Please don't let it run on and on.
Word of honor. Let's go, Luke.
All right. Randy, would you give my lady some wine, please?
Come and sit with me.
Talking business. Morning, noon, and night. Hope it won't always be this way.
Don't worry, Jennifer. Once you're married, all he'll ever think about is you.
Thanks for trying, but I won't believe that for a minute.
Well, for some reason, I can't see you as a woman who is ever going to take a backseat to business. Am I right?
Where's Laura tonight? Isn't she supposed to be working?
Scotty called earlier, said she's not coming in.
She sick?
No, her mother had to go to court today for a divorce hearing, and she's very upset about it.
Oh. I'm glad to hear there's no trouble in Laura's marriage. I like the idea that Scotty and Laura are ideally happy.
Why, Jennifer, that is so generous of you. You know, most people resent other people's happiness.
Not me. It gives Luke and me a mark to shoot for.
Aim for the heart. That's the ticket.
Oh, I've been meaning to ask you, have you decided to come on our sailing trip? I know Laura and Scotty will be there, and I'd love to have you there, too.
Well, actually, I would like to come, but I don't want to do it unless I can get a date.
Oh, Bobby, you don't have to feel that way. You're more than welcome to come by yourself.
Well, I may be welcome, but I wouldn't be comfortable. I don't particularly like the idea of being a fifth wheel, or whatever you call it on water. A fifth sail, maybe.
You'd be nothing of the kind.
Well, there is you, and there's Luke, and there's Scotty, and there's Laura. And then there would be Bobby, prowling the decks like a Flying Dutch woman. I don't think so.
Well, you certainly weren't a fifth wheel in Las Vegas. But then, of course, you had Scotty all to yourself, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Well?
Not too bad, sir. Care for a drink, miss, please? Business is usually not very good in the middle of the week, which is one of the reasons that I'm seriously thinking of changing things around a little bit.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I think that it's a very fickle crowd here, and I'm afraid if we keep things too usual, that one day we'll open the doors and there'll be nobody to come in, and they won't come back. I really don't like to be on the tail end of what's happening.
Well, that may be best I'm looking into. Personally, I don't know what the young people want these days. I get all my information from Jennifer.
Yes, that reminds me. I want to thank you for that incredible wedding gift.
You mean the sailboat?
Yes, sir.
You're welcome. I'm glad you like it.
Like it? I was staggered, and Jennifer. Even Jennifer was impressed, which is no small feat.
You're right. That's a little difficult to achieve. But that's only the beginning, Luke. I have something else for you.
What is that?
These.
Keys to the kingdom?
And a very pleasant kingdom, I think. These keys fit the lock of a house on Frontage Road, which I plan to give you and Jennifer as a surprise. Go out there and look at it, and if you like it, it's yours.
A house on Frontage Road? Sir, that's too generous.
How can a gift be too generous, Luke? Especially giving to people one loves. Jennifer is my only daughter, and I adore her. I want to see the marriage get off to a good start. And the only way to make sure of that is to see that there are no financial problems of any kind.
Well, how will I ever thank you?
By going out to see the house, liking it, that's all the thanks I need.
Sir, there is no doubt that we will like it.
Well, now that that's out of the way, let's get to the business part of the marriage. I want to go over the area that you'll come heir to as part of our arrangement.
Yes, sir. That is what interests me the most. Now, I have had some thoughts on this subject.
I'll be happy to hear them.
Number one, I don't want to accept anything from you that I haven't earned.
Agreed. You won't get anything you haven't earned. Don't worry about that.
Good. Secondly, I want to keep my hands clean. I only want to be involved in the legitimate side of the business.
Well,
Yes, sir. Not only for me, but for Jennifer as well. I have no doubt that one day the legitimate front, which you have managed to build, will turn into a very respectable empire. That is, if you don't slip and fall.
what makes you think things might start going on with the organization? That I might slip and fall?
Mr. Smith, we both know that good luck doesn't last forever. It's a very risky business we're in.
You must have had something specific in mind.
Yes, sir, I do.
Thank you. Go on.
May I lay my cards on the table?
By all means.
Bill Watson. It's no secret that Bill made a lot of big mistakes around here. I'm sure that's the reason you had him exiled to Las Vegas.
True.
Well, the biggest mistake of all was, of course, putting out the contract on Johnny Colby. That one seems to come right back in your face every time you turn around.
Can't deny that.
Well, sir, the problems aren't over.
Are you concerned because the police is showing such interest in this case? Is that it?
Mr. Smith, Lieutenant Stoddard is no fool. Now, my feeling is he's starting to put the pieces together.
What makes you say that?
Well, for one thing, why would the homicide department go outside and hire someone like Joe Kelly to investigate the Colby murder unless they felt that you had connections inside the police department?
They can't trace it to us.
I'm not so sure.
You seem to have a lot of respect for Mr. Kelly's abilities. I didn't know you held him in such high regard.
Mr. Smith, I think that Joe Kelly pretty much accomplishes whatever he sets out to do. Now, of course, I'm hoping in this instance he won't. But my bet is that he will. And then, everything is going to fall apart. I mean, if Joe Kelly traces Johnny Colby's death to our doorstep, we can't just say we're not home.
This situation with Joe Kelly disturbs me, Luke. I won't pretend otherwise. I don't want any problems on the waterfront right now. I can't afford it.
What is so special about right now?
During the next few weeks, several large tankers are coming into Port Charles for unloading.
Your ships?
Part of my South American fleet. The shipments that are coming in this summer are very important to me. The oil is merely a cover for much more valuable cargo. Do I have to be more specific than that?
No, sir, please don't.
Which is why I cannot afford any slip-ups at all.
Mr. Smith, how much longer is this going to go on?
I can assure that this is the very last time. It was too late to stop this one. But from then on, all my shipments are going to be clean and perfectly legit.
Good. That's a much better way to go.
The point is, I can't afford to have Joe Kelly sticking his nose into my operations right now.
I understand that, sir, but what if he does?
If what you suggest happens, then Joe Kelly has to be eliminated. Too bad, Luke. There's simply no other way to deal with it.